Hello people, thank you all very much for tuning in. It's Beer Monster O'Clock. And today we're going to be checking out another beer from Lidl, another craft beer from Lidl. Hopefully it'll be good value, because nobody's got any bloody money, have they? So, this is all about trying to find a cheap, affordable craft beer. Let's hope we have some success. I've never tried this one. It is by the 71 Brewing Company. And it's called a Gear Shifter Single Hop Citra IPA. So they're only using one hop in here. And the idea of these kind of beers is normally just to showcase what that hop can do, There we go. Let's look at the can. Let me know if you've tried this, guys, and whether you think it represents good value for money or if it's a load of old shit. It's a 440ml can, this one, 5% ABV. Let's crack her open and see what she's all about. Alright, let's chuck her in there. Yeah, from so far, I've not tried many Lidl craft beers, but they seem to be a bit better than Aldi on average. There's less absolute shockers than Aldi's, Aldi have got a couple of good ones, particularly New Williams Brothers ones that came in. I reviewed them like a couple of weeks ago. But just on whole, I think the Lidl ones are a bit more consistent so far. But when it comes to lagers, Aldi smash Lidl to bits, in my opinion. Alright, anyway, there's the beer in the glass. It's there's a slight haze to it. It's not massively hazy. It's kind of a hazy ambery colour. Quite compact bubbles in the head. Don't look too bad really, does it? Let's get the nose in there and have a little sniff done. Check out the aromas of this Gear Shifter IPA. Presuming it's like an American style IPA. Yeah, I mean, it smells like Citra hops, doesn't it? It's using the Citra hop, isn't it? There's no surprise there. Piney, it's very citrusy. Touch of like tropical fruits, definitely mango. Maybe a bit of lychee. There's definitely like a nice tropical and citrusy vibe about this beer. But it's all about the taste, isn't it? So let's chuck it down me big fat neck and see if I like it. See if it's worth a buy. If it's worth £1.79. Alright, cheers everybody. Bosh. Okay. That's not bad. It's not like a Citra like explosion or nothing like that. But it's it's kind of showing what the hop can do in a kind of a more chilled sort of way. It's not like a full on have that sort of thing with the zestiness and the pininess and all that. But it's quite nice. I'd say medium bodied. Medium carbonation despite that big burp. Let's go again. It's fresh, it's zesty, it's kind of like zesty right from the beginning as well. And bitter, the bitterness and the zestiness is right out the gates on the front. It's not like a massive hit, but it's a decent hit. It's enough sort of thing, It's kind of like grapefruit, lemon and lime, zesty. I won't call it an explosion, but it's quite pleasant. It's not too in your face. Sometimes you don't want to be nuked by the hops, do you? You just want a nice subtle taste of them. But I think a lot of that is probably down to budget. I won't call it watery, but perhaps it is a little bit watery, only a little bit. But you can just tell that it's been brewed on a budget, if you know what I mean. But not to say that's a bad thing, because obviously it has. It's £1.79. It's a Lidl craft beer. But it's definitely drinkable. I'd say you get the bitterness and the zestiness at the front, and then it calms down a little bit, and you're getting a couple of little fruity notes coming through, just slight, very subtle, like tropical fruits. I can get mango, and I think like kiwi or lychee. I'm not sure because they're really subtle, but it's kind of bitter and then a subtle fruitiness. But it's kind of like a blended fruit rather than sort of you can pick out all the different ones, if you know what I mean. But it's quite nice, and like it's a little bit piney on the end. The finish could be better because you're kind of like hit with everything at the front, and then the finish is just kind of left with subtle fruits and a little piney sort of finish. But you could call it somewhat sort of dishwatery. Not majorly, but there is something about it. It's giving me kind of dishwater vibes. I don't know, perhaps that's being a bit harsh. Because to be honest, I'm actually quite enjoying it. It's just, you know, it came in my head, so then it came out my mouth. You know, I can only say what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's nice. It's not massively favourable, as I say. You can tell it's brewed on a budget. Do I think it's worth £1.79 of your money? Well, I think that depends. Number one, you have to like Citra, because as I say, it's only brewed with one hop. It does somewhat well to showcase what Citra hop can do, for the price range anyway. Yeah, you have to like Citra, you have to like grapefruit, you have to like zest, otherwise don't bother. But I think it's worth the money. I think you could tell it's a little bit dialed down, but you know, cutbacks are going to have to be made to brew at this price, aren't they? You know, I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it's awful. It's far from awful. So I'm going to give it sort of an average kind of score, I think. One more go. Yeah, I'm going to go for a 7 out of 10. When I give things 7 out of 10, that's sort of my average anyway. Even though you could say an average score would be 5, but you know, I do things a bit differently around here. My average is a 7. And when it gets to 7, it's really hard to sort of gain extra marks then, you know. Yeah, I'll give it a 7. It's okay. It's okay. Let me know what you think of it if you've tried it, guys. And smash the like button if you made it this far. Consider subscribing to the channel. Check out some of the other videos and all that. And hope you're not too depressed on this Monday. Till next one, guys. Bye-bye, darlings.